Right, hi, my name is Kumi of Kumi Perma Ecovillage, Ghana. And on this network, we are into permaculture. We are into tree planting, tree nursery, plant fiber extraction, healthy living, land reclamation, plastic pollution advocacy, and things related to the environment. But today we are talking about building relationships. Yes, building relationships with our friends, community members, our fellow neighbors, building relationship with plants, animals, and building relationship with other creatures. We are looking at how we can build relationship with the environment, the planet, and everything inside it, because no one exists in isolation. You can't live in isolation apart from God. When I was in the university, I learned that man is a social animal. It's only the God and the beast who can live in isolation. And so once we are humans, once we belong to this earth, we live in an interdependent reality, and so we should try and build relationships among ourselves and among other creatures. We live with other creatures for support. Our impact affects each other. It virtually affects everything, and we believe in integration rather than segregation. We believe that the more relationship between parts of our systems, the stronger, more productive, and more resilient our system becomes. One thing you should notice that it's very difficult to be dreaming and working alone, and that is what people now do on personal lives, and they do in their daily businesses. They think they can do everything by themselves. They think they can do everything alone. But the reality is that two people working on a project can achieve vastly than two people working separately. It is evident that a cooperative community, or a cooperative association can get more than an individual. And so we need to come together, because we are one people, and as it stands now, we are for the earth. We belong to this earth. Everything that we have is for this earth. We are caretakers. The money, the properties, the lands, everything is for this earth. We are just caretakers, and so we need not to destroy things around. We need not to be mining. We need not to be destroying the earth and other properties. It's a win-win situation. Life is a win-win situation. And so let's help ourselves. Let's support each other. Let's support our neighbors. Let's give. It's better we give more than we receive. Yes, that is what will make us rich. You give to nature, and nature will pay you back, because you owe nature. I read the book, and the book was talking about one guy called Rockefeller. And according to the book, Rockefeller gave more than 50% of his income to charity work and other things. And this man also trained his family. He trained his children to do the same. They were giving. They were doing charity work. They were doing the work of generosity. And no wonder this man was, Rockefeller was one of the, richest man on this earth. So let's give. Don't only take something, but also give something out. Build relationships. Let's support ourselves because we are one people, right? You also need to build relationships with other creatures. We also need to build relationships with plants, other animals, other creatures in general, because we also need their support to be able to, move forward. We can't live without other creatures. We can't live without plants. We need plants for air, for food, drinks, security, and so on. And so if you are living in areas where there are no trees, then hey, you better beware. If you are living in areas where there are no cockroaches, where there are no frogs, millipedes, centipedes, earthworms, if you are living in areas where there are no mosquitoes, then hey, beware. Hey, if you are killing animals, beware. If you are killing mosquitoes, beware. If you are using chemicals to killing small animals, earthworms, millipedes, centipedes, those small animals, you also beware. If you are treating other animals as if they were independent, entities, then please change your attitude. If you are keeping chicken and other animals in cages, apart from the rest of the environment, then hey, you are causing more harm than good. You should know that you could create tons of waste, and so why not avoid that? Note that we live in an interdependent world and we all support each other. There is a mutual relationship among us. So stop caging animals, stop putting your fowls into that small coop. You are going to run into so many so many problems. You are going to run into a lot of problems. Your animals could be overcrowded. They will have no access to natural food source. They will only be eating, grains, no grass, and their health will be kind of expensive. If you are not careful, their manure will create a mess that will be very, very difficult to even clean. You waste money, you waste your time, you waste a lot of things while keeping those animals in cages and small coops. But if we look to nature for solutions, we could turn all those waste into something useful. When I talk about looking to nature for solutions, let's say you have a fruit trees around your compound, as we've done here at Kumi Perma Ecovillage, Ghana. You can build a large structure underneath, so that your chicken could have space to move around. They can eat fruits, falling fruits from the trees. They can eat those small stuff from the soil. They can also even scratch the soil so that they aerate the soil, which will support plant growth. Their manure will also support the soil, which will all help the plants grow very well. Those animals, those fowls and chicken and so on, will be able to control the weeds. They will control the pest, and they will help more than using those agrochemicals and those poisonous substances in weeding or controlling the pest and diseases. So let's not waste our time and money on things nature can do perfectly for us. Let's build good relationship with ourselves. Let's build good relationships with other creatures, because this is the kind of relationship that supports each other. It's a win-win situation. And so I encourage you to support plants, animals, and other creatures so that you can support yourself. If you're doing for other creatures, you're doing for yourself. Right, thank you so much for watching. My name is Kumi. See you in another video.